We are at the Global Forum on Media and Gender. Could you please give us a bit of information on this conference, the background, the rationale, and what the conference is really trying to address? Is it in any way related to the 1995 meeting that happened in Beijing?
First, let me thank Genderlinks for this interview. Genderlinks is indeed a stalwart in promoting gender equality in and through media, and UNESCO is happy for the cooperation that we have had over the years. But UNESCO is the United Nations Education, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Gender equality is an overarching objective for UNESCO. It's one of our key priorities. The other is Africa. And so we place heavy emphasis on gender equality. Essentially, this meeting is about promoting the rights of women, promoting equality, gender equality, equality between men and women and between girls and boys. Essentially, it's about recognizing the power of the media in influencing how we think about ourselves, how we see the world around us, the power of the media to promote diversity, to promote intercultural exchange. And we believe that the media can help in this cause to promote gender equality. We all know about the Beijing Declaration that was adopted in 1995. Over 30 years of hard work of many organizations, including Genderlinks, and many development agencies. And we're still seeing little change in terms of gender equality in and through the media. And so UNESCO thought that there's an opportunity, the opportunity to bring together all the players across the globe to stand as a unit. So essentially this is what this forum is about. It's about launching this global alliance on media and gender to give impetus to achieving the objectives of Beijing Declaration, and particularly the objective that deals with gender equality in the media.
Tell us about the profile of the participants that are here at this conference, participants that are working together to design the Global Alliance on Media and Gender. Where are they coming from, and what sort of organizations and institutions do they represent?
This global forum is the first of its kind. It's the first time that we're bringing together media executives from all over the world. So we have the Caribbean Broadcasting Union, the Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union, journalists. We have academics in the field, because it's important that we train the journalists before they get into the workplace, because that's a part of the problem. Research has shown that putting a woman as the head of the newsroom does not necessarily change stereotypical representation, because if that woman is not trained, even though she's a woman, she could support and reinforce the stereotypical representation that exists of both men and women. So we have the academics here too, the journalist training institutions that are here. We have many civil society organizations that are here. So we believe that we have covered almost all the stakeholder groups, including UN agencies and other development partners.
What is the relationship between this conference and MDG 3, Millennium Development Goal number 3, that focuses on gender equality? And is there any way that this conference is going to contribute to the post-2015 development agenda?
MDG 3 is a very important MDG. The situation is that over the past years, as we draw closer to 2015, we must recognize that, again, the function of media and the power of media to bring about change is not reflected in the MDG. And so one of the key outputs of this global forum is to contribute to the debates that are going on now as to what the MDG should be after 2015. And we think there's a need to infuse the realities of the power of the media in the MDGs, that we should not see media only as instruments, as tools, but we should see media as an institution, the fourth estate. We should see media as a part of civil society actors in and of their own rights. And so we need to ensure that MDG 3 on gender equality reflects the media and the function of the media to promote gender equality in and through media. So it's both women and men working in the media, but it's also about the content, reporting on gender issues, gender equality issues, reporting on violence against women, reporting on women leaders, reporting on women's access to land and water, reporting on women and issues of reproductive health. And so this needs to be reflected, and it needs to be a part of the process. It needs to be a part of the planning, design, implementation, and monitoring of MDG 3. So there are three output documents, three important output documents of the conference. One is the global framework for the alliance, and it's really about the purpose, what, where, when, why, and how of the alliance. Then there is the inputs to the post-2015 MDGs agenda. And finally, there will be a UN Conference on Women, the 5th UN Conference on Women, in 2015. So this forum is also making contribution to the 2015 UN Conference on Women to ensure that there's a strong presence of gender and media in that conference in 2015. It's urgent. This need for gender equality in and through media is urgent. It's urgent. It's urgent. We need to take action now. We cannot wait. We need policies, we need strategies, we need resources, and we need the global partners to take action now. We need the media to take action now. And we're calling for the media to freely take action. We don't believe in imposing on the media. We want to preserve freedom of expression and freedom of the press. And so we see the media as partners to the process. They need to take ownership. They need to recognize that 50% of their viewership, readership, and listenership are women, and you must respond to those women. So what we have done so far, we have conceptualized, we're doing a little bit of planning, really early stage of the planning. So we need to do a lot more planning. We need to go downstream in terms of operationalizing this global alliance. And so we're hoping that over the next 6 months, that for example, there would be an international steering committee would have set up for this alliance. Over the next 6 months, focal points to the different regions would have been identified, and that we'd have agreed on a work plan for the first year or two as to what realistically the Global Alliance can achieve over the first 1 to 2 years. So this is the process that we're going on now. I think the immediate focus, and what I've been getting back from the stakeholders, that the immediate focus must be the 2015 development. Post-2015 development agenda, and we'll be focused on ensuring that gender and media as a action area is reflected in the UN conference in 2015.
Thank you so much for that interview. We have been talking to Alton Grizzle, the UNESCO program specialist on media and information, and this interview is taking place on the sidelines of the Global Conference on Media and Gender that's happening here in Bangkok, Thailand. Stakeholders are now coming together and saying, where do we go from here? What do we need to do now to ensure that this slow pace of progress improves? I'm Skonzile Ndlovu for GL News Service in Bangkok, Thailand.